All right, kids, let's get started with our prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Nena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Kauravani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Bhashya Tadeshatarane Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Eva Kevalam Kalau Nashteva, Gati Anyata. All right, kids, let's get started. So I said we are entering into the Kishkinta Kanta, and we also started off with a little bit of Kishkinta Kanta. So we were discussing about, I'm going to ask somebody to summarize what I'm summarizing right now. So it could be anybody from the group. So kindly pay attention to what I'm saying. All right? Okay. All right. So the spring beauty, right? The spring blossom, like Pancha, yesterday was the day of the starting of the spring season. So like that, the spring beauty in the Pampa Lake, Lake Pampa awoke Ram's memories about Sita. When he started to visualize the spring, scenic beauty of the spring, he started to remember his exchanges that he had with Sita Mata. And Ram bitterly lamented, "Oh Lakshmana, it is now month of Chaitra. The lake is so lovely. It has deep blue waters and there is a green forest carpet. And Sita, so without Sita, my life is meaningless." Like that he was telling Lakshmana. That which pleased me when she was present now actually pains me. On seeing these things, I'm actually feeling that it is paining me because it is making me remember Sita Mata more and more and more. That is why even those things that seems really nice to me at this point of time, they don't really, I don't feel that niceness anymore. I'm thinking of whenever I hear the cuckoo sound, I'm hearing about Sita's voice. Sita's sweet voice. Whenever I see the pink flowers swaying on the crest of the waves, I think of Sita Mata's eyes. The gentle fragrance breeze reminds of Sita Mata's honey-scented breath. Oh Lakshmana, the pain of the spring is cruel to me. I cannot really. So what are the things that we saw? Cuckoo sound he remembered Sita Mata's voice, sweet voice. And then what else? We saw that there was this pink lotus flowers swaying on the crest of the waves. Then the lotus was compared to Sita Mata's eyes. And then the gentle breeze was compared to that of Sita Mata's breath. Okay, this is how he visualized the situation. Oh Lakshmana, the pain of this cruel spring is unbearable for me. You should return to Ayodhya and serve Bharata, and I'm going to stay up here and give up my life because I'm not able to bear the separation without Sita. Trying to instill hope, Lakshmana replied, "My dear brother, what are you talking? You are supposed that Sita, there is no reason to suppose that Sita Mata is not live. Wherever Ravana is, be it in the heaven or the earth, we shall find him and, take care of our wrath or anger towards him. Give up this useless lamentation and fix your mind on finding out Sita. It is by earnest endeavor that we shall succeed and not by lamenting." There is sometimes where when we go through some situations, we start to lament. Instead, we have to act. Krishna, give me the right direction so that I can act instantly right now instead of lamenting over that situation. No need of lamenting, says Arjuna, right? He wants Rama to act. He says Sita Mata is not dead. She is going to be alive. Wherever Ravana is, we will go there and definitely put in our endeavors to capture Sita Mata. This is what I'm telling you should do. No, don't just keep lamenting. Lamentation is of no use. Being thus admonished by Lakshmana, Rama gave up his depression. Then they reached Rishamukha hill, and from a distance, Sugriva actually saw Rama and Lakshmana. And what happened? He started to suspect, oh, this is an ally of Vali, and I don't know why he has come. And Sugriva, he started to get afraid. And then he and his associates took shelter of Matangamuni's ashram, right? The Rishi's name is Matangamuni's ashram. And then there is this magic spell in that ashram. And in spite of such security, Sugriva was restless in his mind. He was physically protected because this has magical spells. In this ashram, there is magical spell, but still his mind was agitated, so he could not focus. He was in complete anxiety. Think about that situation. He was going through a lot of anxiety. Who's this person? Why is he here? Why? What is the reason? Is he a Wali Zali? And what is he going to do me? Is he going to kill me now? So all these doubts were going on Wali's mind. And then Sugriva replied,
Griva's mind. You say Bali's mind.
No, Wali's Ali. I mean, is he going to kill me like that? So you should give up this paranoia of Wali. When Hanuman is telling this to Sugriva, don't be fickle-minded like this. You have hastily come to a conclusion. That is why it is not worth of you speculating like this. You are just hastily thinking about something and you are just blabbering it out. And this is not going to be right, because this is done out of haste. What you are talking and what you are blurting out is out of haste, and hence it's not going to give you good results. And then Sugriva replied. What did he reply? So the agents of Wali or not, these persons are certainly fight me. They are looking like they are dressed in Brahmana wear, but they are having a Kshatriya body. What is this? It's kind of very, when you look at them, they are dressed like Brahmanas, and they are looking heavy, hefty and all, and they are looking like Kshatriya. Something is wrong in their sight. I'm not able to understand. They look like chief of demigods, armed with bows and swords. Certainly, Wali is cunning and has many friends here. I'm just suspecting this is one of Wali's friends. And therefore, find out that find out who they are. Just glorify me in their presence. If you glorify me, how is their reaction? Is it, are they very sad about, are they not being able to tolerate my glorification? Then that means they are Wali's ally. If they can tolerate my glorification, then there is no problem. Then they may have come on a different purpose. This is what is my conclusion. Like that, Sugriva happened to tell to Hanuman. So what was Hanuman's previous advice to Sugriva? He said, whatever you talk out of haste, it is not done through careful consideration. Therefore, the words that you speak is of no value. So I will ask each one to kind of say, what did Ram say to Hanuman? What did Sugriva to Hanuman, Hanuman to Sugriva? What were these conversations? Okay. This is what I will be asking you guys. And he also had the suspicious mind of a monkey. Hanuman concealed his real form, okay? And then he appeared like a Brahmana mendicant in front of Ram and Lakshmana. And then Hanuman is telling, what is he saying? Oh, heroes, please tell me, you're looking like very exalted personalities, and your bodies are strongly built. You're looking like warriors, although you're dressed in an aesthetic form. What is this contrast? You guys are having good body. You are looking like a Kshatriya, but you're dressed like a Brahmana or an aesthetic. What is going on with you? Please, can you clarify the situation? My name is Hanuman, and I am the minister of Sugriva. And Sugriva, he has been banished from his kingdom by his elder brother Wali. And I am the son of Vayu, and I can go anywhere and assume any form. And Sugriva has sent me to you to extend his friendship and hospitality. After hearing this, Ram did not speak, but he asked Lakshmana to say. And this Ram told Lakshmana, what did he say, Lakshmana? This Hanuman, who is a minister of Sugriva, he seems to be an intelligent guy. Because as I told you, whenever somebody speaks, we can understand whether that person is intelligent or not. Whether that person is, is he having respect or not? Is he having some culture or not? Does he know some Shastra or not? We can see just by his speech. If he's not going to be respectful, he'll say, yeah. The word yeah, that is not a nice word in front of elders, right? We don't use yeah, these, that. No. We just talk in a very humble mood. We just pay respect to them in a humble mood. Through your speech, you can show respect. Okay, so that is the attitude Hanuman was showing, and Ram was so impressed just by him speaking a few words. Ram told Lakshmana, this minister of Sugriva is kind of an intelligent guy, and this is who I'm searching for. And this kind of guy, if he's there with us, then everything will be correct. And he's most courteous. He speaks very courteous. Very courteous means there is no agitation when he speaks. Very polite he is, very humble he is. That is what is courteousness. So we should develop that mood of humility when we speak. And in the eyes, the limbs, the expression is not displeasing, right? When you go and when this person is like this, if he shows his face, then do you want to go into that room and talk to that person? If he's having a very kind of funny face, not funny face, very agitating face, if he has, we wouldn't want to go with that person, isn't it? We don't want to speak to such kind of people who are agitating us. So we'll just stay away from those people. Likewise, his speech reflects a mature unification of heart, voice, and intelligence. Even an enemy would be charmed by his words. Oh, Lakshmana, please explain to Hanuman what has brought us over here. What are the events that triggered? Just explain to Hanuman. Now, Lakshmana is going to explain to Hanuman what is the reason for why they are here. He talks about Ram's family, Shwaku dynasty. He talks about this, fact that he is the younger brother of Rama. And then they happen to meet this guy Kabanda, and Kabanda, he happened to get a terrible curse. Because of that curse, he happened to direct us to Sugriva. So all this, and they have his wife has been kidnapped by Ravana. All this has been communicated by Lakshmana to Ram. So far, we have had so many conversations. Sugriva to Hanuman, Hanuman to Sugriva, Hanuman to Ram and Lakshman, Rama to Lakshmana, and then now we have Lakshmana to Hanuman. Okay, kids? So don't forget what I'm saying. Lakshmana described their plight to Hanuman, and his voice was reflected in his anguish way. Seeing Hanuman reply, like you, Sugriva is also bereft of his wife. So when Hanuman happened to hear about Lakshmana, he said, oh, you know what? Sugriva also has lost his, Sugriva's wife has been taken away by Vali. Not only his kingdom, his wife is also not there with him, and he is going through the same problem like how you're going through. So he can definitely understand your lamentation, like that he's saying. Please come along with me. And saying this, Hanuman assumed his true gigantic form. He showed his true form, not a mendicant anymore, but then he was dressed previously as what? A mendicant. So now he took then he took Ram and Lakshmana upon his shoulders and departed to Rishamukha mountain. He carried him to Rishamukha mountain. Upon arriving there, Hanuman, he first went to Sugriva and informed, because Sugriva is anxious. Who are these people? Are they Vali's allies? So like that, he was kind of very much worried and full of anxiety, even though he was physically protected. Remember? And then now he's clarifying the position. Hey, these people are friends. They're not enemies. So nothing to worry, nothing to lament, nothing to fear. Like that, he actually consoled Sugriva. And then Sugriva, he extended his hands upon friendship first, and with great pleasure, Ram actually gave an embrace to the chief. How nice, isn't it? I wanted you guys to visualize. And Govinda, remember, you did answer this question last time. Afterwards, to formally unite the two friends, Hanuman lit a sacred fire between Rama and Sugriva, and then they circumambulated that. And Sugriva then said, my dear Rama, from this day on, your happiness should be my happiness. Your sorrow will be my sorrow, likewise, and vice versa. So Sugriva happened to do this vow in front of a fire sacrifices. So you do Sandhya Vandanam, right? In front of fire, you promise that you will be doing Sandhya Vandanam, right? So that is what we need to understand. Whenever some promise is done in front of fire, we have to honor that commitment. Sugriva then placed a flower-laden branch on the ground. So for Rama to sit, and Hanuman made arrangements for Lakshmana to sit. See the etiquette? When somebody has come, we need to make sure that they are given good asan to sit down, isn't it? You guys, you develop that habit of giving respect. How can you give respect? To help your parents in small ways. Okay, somebody is coming, some puja is going to happen, some Vaishnavas are coming. Then you need to get involved in that process and be of use, because what's the purpose of your body otherwise? Just sitting and sitting. without being of some use to society, right? You have to just do something to the Vaishnavas so that your body, your mind, your words, everything can be used in the service of the Lord, right? And then what happened? Sugriva explained, my dear Rama, my life is passed in anxiety. You won't believe how much trouble I'm going through because of Bali. He actually took away my wife and my kingdom. And I'm suffering through lamentation. And I'm haunted by the fear of Bali. Anytime he may attack me, how I can rest in peace? Can you imagine what I'm going through? Because any moment I will be attacked. Imagine if your life was at stake, how would you feel? If somebody was to attack you, now we are sitting freely in a room and nobody is coming to attack us, isn't it? Imagine if some attack was going to happen at any point in time. How would we feel? We would be terrified. We will not be able to concentrate on the class. Even right now, we are not able to concentrate. But imagine the situation when we are put in danger. How will we be able to concentrate? Our mind will be agitated, isn't it? We'll be thinking, oh, when will this person come and attack me? What is going to happen to me, like that, right? This is what was going on with Sugriva. So Ram gently replied, service is the real fruit of friendship. Therefore, it is my duty to dispose of Vali and assist you in bringing your kingdom and wife back. It is my duty. Service is what friendship, service is a real fruit of friendship. Sugriva then said, Hanuman has told me about your exile and kidnapping of your wife. As we even saw, Sita Mata being carried away by Ravana. She in fact threw few jewels there when she was being kidnapped by Ravana. And then we collected those jewels and her upper garment. So we later collected them. And now we are going to get into the real story. Now we are going to get in today's story. So now I'm going to have you do it in turns so that we can just understand and get a gist of the whole thing, okay? It's very important, kids. Without this interaction, without you listening to the class, there's no point, okay? That is why we are doing this exercise. All right. So let's start with, how about explain the spring season? Shiva, do you want to go ahead? Spring season, what was going on with Ram?
At the spring season, the cuckoos and the flowers and
breeze.
And the breeze are reminding Sita.
Yes, beautiful. 3 points that I told, and Shiva, very good listening, dear. Okay, so the next question is, how did Lakshmana actually instigate Ram to kind of, what did he say, Ram? Aditya? Lakshmana, what did he say, Ram?
Wait, what do you mean? What did he say?
No, what did he say? When he was going through such a bit of lamentation, Lakshmana did give some instruction to Ram. And what was that instruction? Manhar?
So, like Lakshmana said to Rama, Rama was saying, you go to Ayodhya and become the king. I'll stay here and give up my life, because he couldn't stay without Sita. And then Lakshmana said, just give up this useless lamentation, because
yes, very important point. Give up this useless lamentation and get back to work in finding Sita Mata. Very, very good listening, dear Manhar.
Oh, sorry, Mataji. I thought you were asking something else, not like what he was saying.
No, we are going in sequence. Not lazy, lamentation. Yeah. So now we are going to talk about Rama. So what happened when Sugriva actually saw Ram and Lakshman at a distance? What was he going through? Aditya, you want to answer, or I'll just get...
Yeah, I can answer. So basically, Sugriva, he saw Ram and Lakshman, then he got really scared. And then they hid themselves away, like in the trees and stuff.
No. Where did he go? Which ashram did he go?
It was-
Mandaka Muni.
Yeah, Mandaka Muni. Something starting with an M.
So what was he physically? How was he? And mentally, how was he? It's very important to get that distinction clarified.
Yeah, he was extremely, like, he was in terror, like in the monkey, like the monkeys after seeing Rama and Lakshmana, and they
Physically,
became,
he was protected, isn't it? Because he was in the ashram had magical powers, but he was
yeah,
mentally restless.
yeah,
Yeah, because he was assuming that they were Wali's ally. Okay, now coming back to the point, what did Hanuman advise to Sugriva? Suraj, Hanuman's advice to Sugriva. I'm not able to hear you, dear.
Hanuman's advice mean like what he said to Sugriva about Ram and Lakshman? Yeah. He said
No. Hanuman to Sugriva, not to Lakshman and Ram.
Oh, okay. So like
He gave one important advice.
One of the important advice was that please, if you keep worrying like this, then you won't be able to think straight.
No, exactly what did he say? No, it was partially okay. Anybody else wants to say? Govinda, do you know?
That can you play what Sugriva said to Hanuman?
Yes.
Yeah, what I will say that what Sugriva said, that can you go to Rama and say where you came from? That is what I know.
So the most important point is he advised him not to be fickle-minded. He said, well, if you are in the agitation and if you're thinking about something, it is not going to be correct because now you're hastily thinking something, right? That will not work. That is the important advice. Can you repeat? I want somebody to repeat, so don't sleep. Manar, go ahead.
So Hanuman said to Sugriva that just don't be scared, just keep you're already physically protected, so
don't be fickle-minded. Yeah. Aditya, repeat it.
So basically, he told Hanuman to not be like not have that fear and not like
whatever you do, take action now at this point. Being hasty.
Don't be fickle-minded. Don't be fickle-minded. Yeah.
Yeah. If you're taking decisions at a point when you're hasty, that is not going to work out. Now you're fickle-minded and you're taking some decision that's not right. So all this is useless lament, useless fear. Just give up that fear. Okay. Okay. Now Sugriva to Vali. Sugriva to Hanuman. What did he say? Sugriva wanted Hanuman to follow certain things. So what was that instruction?
Can Govinda?
To Hanuman. He said very important point. Okay, who else? Akshara? I don't see Akshara. Okay, Suraj, do you know? Raunak, can you go ahead? Okay, he's joining now only. Okay. Shiva, do you know the answer?
Yeah.
Tell me.
He said to ask Rama who he was and where he was from.
No, very important point before that was, I want you to repeat. Please listen now. See, this is the 5th time I'm repeating this, okay? If we are not clear on the subject matter, then we are not going ahead. Okay, so you better guys, you listen. I will make sure everybody repeats it. Okay, So the first thing he says is, see, if you go to if you go to Ram and Hanuman, just glorify me. You just glorify me, and you go. They just find out what their reaction is, and come. So if they are going to be happy about my glorification, then they are not my enemies. But instead, if they get agitated on hearing my glories, then I can understand they are my enemies. They are from Vali. Vali has sent them like that. You understand? Aditya, repeat it.
There was Mataji.
Aditya, ma, repeat it.
Mataji.
Yeah, after that you repeat.
There were background distractions. Can you say it again?
Oh yeah, that's what I'll ask Aditya to say. Aditya?
Yeah, Mataji, same. I couldn't, like, there's some like knocking noise or something in the background. I don't know.
Mataji, I couldn't hear anything in the background.
Oh really? Okay, so what I told was, see, Vali, if you're going to glorify me in front of Ram and Lakshman, and if they are going to be happy with regards to my glorification, then that means they are friends with us. But instead, if they get agitated upon hearing my glories, then they are not, then they are enemies probably. So we need to understand what that is. Aditya, repeat.
So if like they're like impressed by like my glories, or like they're like they're impressed basically, then they're not our enemies. But if they don't like my glory or don't care about it, then that means they're probably enemies.
Correct. And now Hanuman, he concealed his real form, and then he went to Ram and Lakshman. And what did he say? Varun? What did he say after disguising himself in the form of a monkey? What did he say? Yeah.
He disguised himself.
He just told about himself.
He told Rama and Lakshmana about himself, and then finally, like, he revealed, like, he wasn't actually a mendicant. Like, revealed his form, and he told them how, like, he is like the what's it called?
He told about
Sugriva.
Yeah, he told about what happened with Sugriva.
Yeah, he told them what happened with Sugriva and Vali, and then
what happened? Tell that.
So what happened at Sugriva? What happened with Sugriva? Vali took Sugriva's like wife's kingdoms and all of that, and then Sugriva and Vali from then on, like, they just really like bad enemies, and Vali like.
And who was Hanuman? He was the son of Vayu, and he was the minister of
Sugriva.
Yeah, and I've come to extend some friendship and hospitality with you.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, what did Ram tell Lakshmana upon hearing Hanuman? This is the next question. Anybody? Okay, I see Suraj. Do you want to answer this? Suraj and then Manhar.
Sure, Mataji.
But you have to be fast. Can you go a little fast, dear Suraj?
Okay, Mataji. What was the question again?
Okay, Manhar, go ahead.
My mind is somewhere else when you tell the question, because there's a big dog.
Yeah. See, can you all see? Suraj accepted it. Most of us don't accept. That's the problem. We don't accept our mind has gone somewhere. It will go. It will just pull us. You know how powerful the mind is, right? Sanchalahi Mana Krishna. Very, very powerful it is. We need to pay attention, because everything I'm asking everybody to repeat. That's why. What's the point of me shouting otherwise? I'm getting a little bit very, very, my energy is all expending, but if it is not heard, then, Krishna will not be happy. Mataji also will not be happy. So that's why I'm making you repeat. Okay, go ahead, Manhar.
Okay,
You're not sure of the question. What did Ram tell Hanuman upon hearing, what did Ram tell Lakshmana upon listening to Hanuman?
Yeah, I remember the answer now. So Ram told Lakshmana to tell him whatever happened, whatever happened. So Lakshmana told him that Ravana stole
No, that is not the point. No.
Oh,
Upon
then-
hearing Hanuman's thing, Rama was so impressed because I told you, right? When you hear a speech of someone, you will understand what kind of person he is. What kind of person a person is can be understood when you speak. If you are going to be disrespectful, through your speech, we can understand what kind of person you are. Aditya, do you know? What did Ram tell to Hanuman?
Mm,
I mean, Ram tell to Lakshmana. He said, yeah, seems to be an intelligent guy. This is who we are looking for. And, looking at...
yeah, like based on the speech and like
Mm.
how he was talking, he seems very like he seems like
Not
a
very
nice, smart, intelligent person, and not very like
disrespectful or
yeah,
displeasing.
disrespectful.
Yeah, displeasing. And, we can see his power, confidence, his determination and everything. And this is the person whom we are looking for. He's charmed
Yeah.
by his words, basically. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That is exactly what he was going through. Varun, repeat it. Varun, repeat what Ram actually told Lakshmana. Why you didn't understand? When a person speaks, what did Hanuman say, Lakshmana? Hanuman, you only explained that part, right? And then now what happened? Now Hanuman is being praised by Rama. He's saying, oh, this guy is so poetic. This guy is very intelligent. This guy is not duplicitous. He's not displeasing. He is very strong and determined. And this is the person whom we have to use in the search of Mother Sita. So repeat it. And that is why we need to pair up with him. And Lakshmana, what did he say to Hanuman? He started to explain the entire history of Ram, and then he happened to tell about how Sita Mata was abducted by Ravana and how they need their help to extend so that they can capture Sita Mata. Okay, and then what happened after that? Then Hanuman actually carried them to Rishamukha hill. And now there is a conversation that happens between Hanuman and Sugriva. What does Hanuman go and tell Sugriva? Suraj, do you know? Shiva, do you know? Both of you can take turns and answer. After that, yeah. Shiva?
Oh, never mind.
What did Sugriva? What did Hanuman tell Sugriva? They now are he carried Hanuman and Lakshmana, Rama and Lakshmana, and they went to Sugriva. And Sugriva is already anxious, so he has to be told about them, isn't it? Who are these people? These people are friends and not enemies. Is that what you're going to tell Govind?
Yeah.
Good. Very good listening. So this is what he said. And then Sugriva informed him, okay? Do you understand, Varun? What happened now? Varun? Yeah, what happened? What did Hanuman do to Ram and Lakshman? He carried them. He carried them to Sugriva. Rishamukha hill. And what did he tell Sugriva? Yeah, now only I told what he told. You come here. No, you come here. So you can listen to me directly. Yeah. So what did he tell Sugriva? He told Sugriva that these people are our friends. They are not our enemies. So nothing to fear, Sugriva, like that. And then after that, what happened? Suraj, do you know? Govind, do you know? What happened after that?
Mataji, I think after that, they nicely welcomed them and everything, and they both discussed their problems.
Correct. Very nice. So first, what happened? Okay, you tell what happened in sequence. First, Sugriva happened to put a mat. First, they did a fire sacrifice. Remember that fire sacrifice? First, they did like a fire sacrifice.
And then after that,
In front of the fire, he said something. Your problem is my problem. My happiness.
My happiness is your happiness.
Yeah. Your happiness is my happiness and vice versa.
And then like my distress is your distress, your distress is my distress. That's what they said at the fire sacrifice.
And then he put a lotus bed for Ram to sit and Hanuman took care of Lakshman. Right?
Yeah.
And then what happened? Sugriva then explained about.
Sugriva talked about Vali to Rama and then talked about how Vali had like stolen his wife, stolen his kingdom, stolen everything that he had, and like talked about like all the destruction that like Vali did.
And then now Sugriva, he then told about what his problem is to to Rama, and Rama told about his problem.
And then what he did is that Rama said that
Sugriva said one more thing. He even saw Sita Mata being carried away by Ravana, where she put the jewels on the ground, right? And they picked up. Yeah, she left a track and her upper garment also.
And then Rama said that if you help us find Sita, then we will help you get us.
He said the service attitude is the fruit of true friendship. Service is what? Service. So I will definitely serve you. Not, he didn't say, oh, if you do, I will not like that. No, that is mentality of material people.
No, but he said that I will help you find Vali. He said that I will help you get revenge on Vali. And then you can help me find Sita.
Anyway, so that is what we concluded. Are you clear now, kids?
Yeah.
Everybody raise your hands if you're clear. Aditya, Govind, can you also raise your hands if you're clear? Okay. Because this is important. Are you able to focus your mind? 5 more minutes, we'll end the class today, okay? Can you concentrate for 5 more minutes? See, your minds were so wandering. Early, it's morning for some of you. And, it's not even afternoon yet. But still, this mind is so powerful, isn't it? It's just taking you to Antarctica, Africa. What else? Where all it takes you? Or some thoughts, oh, what am I going to eat in the afternoon? What am I going to do now? Who am I going to play with? What can I browse? So many things are coming to you, right? Or even in the class, are you guys browsing? Don't do that. Okay? Anyways, so we'll just do one more paragraph and call it a day, okay? Rama gently, okay, Sugriva then said, Hanuman has told me about your exile and kidnapping of your wife. As a friend, it is my vow to recover her. Whether she is in heaven or earth or anywhere, I will recover her. Oh Rama, I'm sure I saw Sita was being carried away. We saw that. Rama was eager to see the articles. As soon as he was told, oh, Sita Mata's articles are kept by Sugriva, then he got anxious. Oh, I want to see them. I want to get a view of them. He asked Sugriva to retrieve them. Sugriva then went to the cave where he stored them and then brought to Rama for him to examine. Immediately recognizing the clothes and the ornaments, Rama cried out, oh, darling Sita, oh, dearly beloved. As tears fell from his lotus eyes, Rama began wailing pitifully and he lost his consciousness. Look at him. He just saw some paraphernalia of Sita Mata and he went into lamentation. Can we all understand, kids? When we see somebody crying, when we see somebody who is going through some lamentation, instead of just passing through and being sarcastic about them, see, this particular person doesn't have any work. He always cries or he always does that. Then that means this person is hard-hearted. We should be like Ram. We should show our feelings to our loved ones. Otherwise, what is the difference between you and an animal? Animal also sometimes feels bad. Remember, if you have a dog, if the master is not well, the dog is not going to be happy. He will just come, tickle him, do something. If a dog can show this type of soft-heartedness, why can't as humans we try to be soft-hearted? Can you all remember a situation where you have showed some sort of compassion to somebody? Are you able to recollect and remember? Manna, can you tell me what are some instances where you showed compassion to people or compassion to your loved ones? If you don't have any, that means you have some hard-heartedness in your heart. But
I just know I know I did, but I forgot. because
Okay, Govind, go ahead.
I want that word. One time my friend, he fell down from like his bicycle.
Oh, he fell from his bicycle and you helped him out?
Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. Aditya?
I just helped somebody after they got hurt at school.
Oh, really? Very nice. That is compassion.
Actually, a couple of times. Actually,
Couple of
like,
times.
yeah.
Yeah, we should not
5 or
just
6.
move out. Yeah, we should not do that. We should not be hard-hearted. We know it's okay. Even if we go 5 minutes late to a class, if somebody is struggling, we need to immediately take care. Even, obeying to Vaishnavas, right? When Vaishnavas ask you to sing or do some songs, that is also showing the attitude of being soft-hearted. Oh, I won't do. No, for the pleasure of Vaishnavas, you are doing it, right? That act is also compassion. Okay, Manhar, you have something. Go ahead, dear.
so when my brothers
Brother? Yeah, you brother and did what?
my friend's brother got hurt, then I told my friend so he could help him out because I didn't know what
You
to do.
couldn't help him out directly. Indirectly, you made sure that person is helped. Very nice, very nice. Okay, Suraj, go ahead, dear.
Mataji, this one isn't about me helping a person.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so like one time while walking home from school, I saw a moth. Moths usually come out at night, but this is daytime. Okay, and it was flapping its wings like a lot, like, but it was staying in the same position.
Okay.
So like it was tangled in some bush thing, so I freed it.
Wonderful. That is act of compassion to the animals also. Each and everything you have to give respect. That is when you will show respect to everybody. If you are going to treat a mosquito a different way than a human, that is not going to, then you will not give respect to everybody, right? Even an ant has to be treated. Very good point you brought up, Suraj. Very nice. Varun, what was your act of compassion?
No question.
Tell.
I helped when they were hurt.
Are you making up or you? Okay. Okay, say something else. Everybody has said that. Can you think about it? I'll come back. Shiva, go ahead, dear. What are some acts of compassion that you came across in your life that you did?
I don't remember mine.
Yes, next, Akshara, do you want to say something, dear? Okay. Varun, you can go ahead. You picked up trash? Yes, that is, those acts people don't usually do. But if you do such kind of acts, that is also compassion only.
Miss Mataji, can I answer also?
Mataji, you're muted.
So this is what we can learn, right? Act of compassion is very important. And Ram, upon seeing, say for example, you guys are on vacation and if you have left your parents will start to see the clothes, they will start to see after lunch. So after, they will start to see those things and they will start to remember you and they will start to miss you sometimes. That is why they don't allow you to go anywhere without their presence, because they will definitely miss you guys. Okay. And that is why they want you to stay closer to wherever you are, they want you to be close to them, because they can that way make sure that you are in a good condition. You are taken care of. They don't feel happy. How will they be taken care of? What will they get to eat? All this worries them a lot because they are so concerned about you. They don't want to send you anywhere. Okay. So with this, we can conclude today's session. So let's all pay our humble obeisances. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindubhyevacha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta koti Vaishnav vrind ki jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. And Srimad Ramayan ki jai.
Radhika Mataji ki jai.
Thank you, kids. And very, very nice class. So hope you got the entire session. And next week we will see what else, okay, is going to happen. I'm not going to do recap next week, but we'll directly get started with the subject matter. All right. So have a good day, guys. Happy Krishna Conscious Day. Bye.